Everyone, it's a Wednesday night, May 17th, stock market podcast, stock options podcast review. Let me just start by saying I am I'm always like flummoxed whenever I create some of these algorithms here in Excel and this one, predicting stock volatility. Anytime I do something like this and just everything I say kind of comes true, that's not normal. And it is happening with this algorithm. So I'm going to talk about some things, and it identifies value. I mean, we're just doing some really simple stuff. We're just buying a call and a put option on each one of these companies whenever there's value, and they're moving. They're moving more than they need to move to be profitable, and it's working. And it's working on almost every single company. So let me first talk about IBM. I want to have a discussion about IBM. So if you listen to my advice from this weekend as I was working with all the companies, I did the first 400 companies this weekend, and it came to the conclusion that IBM was a really good choice to buy an option, to buy a call and a put option this week. Well, today they managed to go up by $2.25. They got above $125 a share. And I talked about buying $123 strike price on IBM on Monday, which I did. I did do that. And it cost me about $200, well over $200 to get both the call and the put option. Well, today I sold the call option for more than $200 and I made profit. Not a ton of profit, but I made profit. And they're sitting right now at 200, and they're at what, 200 and sorry, that 125.71. You can sell the call option now for like $280 or something like that. It's a good price, so you make money. And it was because IBM did not have to move very much. That's why the algorithm said to pick them. Well, it's only Wednesday, and even though the option expires Friday, they got there. They got there. And it's because they didn't have to move that much, right? They only had to move 1.7%. They moved $2.25 today. And the spreads were good, and it was easy to sell. And it's just like, wow. Wow. So that was good advice from the algorithm. Now let's talk about what happened today and what we can learn about things here. First of all, we're sorting by who went up the most, and we're showing what the cost of the options are. So let's dig into this company, New Relic, and let's determine whether or not this might be a good idea to purchase options in this company. They're up $8 today. That's a lot because they're only a 70-something dollar company. Let's actually look up and see what happened and what their situation is, and whether or not their options are still $238. Let's figure that out. So we're looking for New Relic. All right, we're gonna find them. They're right here. And I'm looking them up on my source for their options data. Okay. And I know you can't see that on the screen because I don't think I can share that data. So New Relic is all of a sudden up to $83.84. And of course, their options are more expensive and their spread is really, really high. So I can already tell what's going to happen here. Basically, if you wanted to buy an $80 strike price option, it's between $410 and $700, and the put is between $50 and $400. As I refresh this, let me tell you what happens here. Is New Relic all of a sudden moved. It moved off the top of this list. And the reason why is because as we got updated option amounts in here and prices, all of a sudden it's not $200 anymore. It's $780 to buy an option that expires on Friday. On Friday, 2 days from now. They have to move 9% between now and Friday. This is all of a sudden not a good deal. And also the spread range of those options, the bid and ask, the range of prices is way out of control at 64%. So this is not a good deal anymore. It was at the top of the list before we got a more current quote on what the options actually cost. Now all of a sudden they're way down on this list. So they're not a good buy. Well, let's keep going. What about Bank of the Ozark? What happened here? banks are moving around a little more than they should because of the debt ceiling situation and just whether or not regional banks are going out of business. So we're going to look up at Bank of the Ozarks because this might actually be a good one. Looking for that one. And they are currently at $35.18 at a $35 strike price. It's between 60 and 85. The put is between 40 and 65. Let's refresh. So that's $125 for those two options. Those expire this Friday, though. That's too close. You really want to go out further than that. But just if you were doing something really, 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 really fast, they moved $3 today. They only need to move $1.25 in either direction for you to make money on this before Friday. I would recommend going out at least till the 26th. So I'm actually going to go and I'm going to give you a quote for the options that expire on the 26th. We're going to change that. Still the $35 strike price. It's between 110 and 150 or 90 and 140 for the put. So we refresh on that and you can see that Bank of the Ozark is going to move down a little bit because all of a sudden the options are more expensive because we're going out further, we're going out more than just 2 days, going out 9 days till May 26th. However, it's still only $245 and they moved $3 today, which is $307 in intrinsic option value they moved today. So they still moved more than they need to move between now and next Friday. Just today, it's still a good buy. So the algorithm says yes. Algorithm says that spread range is not perfect anymore. It's a 31% spread range. And this should really be lower. We want this spread range under 10%. So that's kind of a problem. But everything else is pretty good here. They need to move by 7%, though. That's actually not that good. Never, but it's not great. It's actually not great, but it's okay. So let's dig in and say, is there anything that's really, really good to focus on for tomorrow? RH common stock, that's kind of expensive. Triumph Financial, MetLife, Ring Central, it's low priced. The airlines moved a little bit today. Tough to tell in here. Yeah, airlines moved today. Airlines, I think, all went up. Let's try stocks that didn't go up as stocks that went down a lot. Let's check that out. Ascending by today's 100% boom. Renaissance Holdings, World Wrestling Entertainment is way down. Anheuser-Busch continuing to go down. Unbelievable. I don't know. We really have to dig in, and I'm getting tired. It's been a long day, so I'm not really going to dig into everything. But I just wanted to say that this algorithm is doing excellent things. It really has been helpful. Okay, let's talk about some others before we go. We're going to talk about some companies that I talked about yesterday because I said SE was one of them. Just regular SE. It's like C something. SE, just SE. Where is it? There it is. C Limited. So this moved a tremendous amount on Tuesday. It did not move very far on Wednesday. There was some volatility, but it didn't really move much. So the options, I actually did buy this morning, like I said I was going to. I spent about $200, I think, on the two options. I got even a little better deal because I bought it a little later in the day. So I got it for $2. It expires Friday, though, super fast. They did not move very much. They only said 6 cents in total, right? But even though they were up and down 1% or so, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Even though they hardly moved, one of my options on them is still up like 40%. The other option's down more than that. So I'm net loss right now on this. However, we've got a couple more days and you just need this thing to move a couple bucks. That's it. Just a couple bucks. Just 3%. We'll see after that crazy day they had on Tuesday going down $15, like 30-something%, 20-something%. We'll see if it happens at all on Thursday or Friday. We'll keep an eye on it. But this is one that hasn't come to fruition yet, but give it time. So let's see what happens on Thursday. It's very exciting to watch this because it does move drastically, and it doesn't need to move that much to make money. It really doesn't. So we'll just keep an eye on things, but I'm really happy with what this is doing. Finding value. I want to give you, let me give you one to maybe buy. I mean, Wells Fargo is super cheap. Honestly, that one is still super cheap. Like even for next Friday, the 26th, this is probably not a bad one. Banks are moving around. Banks are dependent upon this debt ceiling negotiation, and they're drastically going down or up depending on what the sentiment is there. And so you can expect more volatility with the banks until things are straightened out, probably into June. So yeah, not a bad idea to do Wells Fargo both ways there. Anything else of interest? Anything else of interest? How about CVS? Roblox is a good one too. Yeah, Roblox is pretty good. They move around a lot for their share price. They are all over the place. And I don't know how much. Oh, let's look them up. RBLX. Let's look at the May 26th option period to get a better idea, because you want to do more than just 2 days. They're currently at 41.83, so 41.50 strike price. Come on. 41.50 is for this expiring May 26th, between 145 and 148. The spread margins are really, really tight. That's excellent. So you look at that 2% spread rate. That's great. So Roblox, find them again. Find them again. Roblox is right here, costs $255. Not bad. Spread range is great. They need to move by 6%. That's a little high, but why does it say this? Why does it say 101? Shouldn't be right. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. They moved $2.58 today. Okay, that is 6%. Never mind. Right? 258 divided by 41.50. Break even BEM. I'm just double checking my numbers here. They need to move by $2.55. They moved by 258. Yes. So this is 6% of their share price, right? About this divided by this. Yep, that's what it is. So 6% move for Roblox is essentially not that bad. And while this number is a little higher than we like to see, we like this number to be under 3%, the break-even movement number. Roblox moves a ton. They move a lot, as you can see. I mean, it's just a regular day for them. They move a couple bucks. So this is reasonable. This is very reasonable. As you can see, they surpassed this number today by moving more than $2.55. They moved $2.58 in intrinsic option value. And this option goes until May 26th, gives you 9 days. So this is a buy. Like they're probably going to move more than 258 in either direction between now and next Friday at some point. That's what this says. It's really, really amazing how good this is. So yeah, my advice is to pick up a call and a put on Roblox, and I'll probably do that tomorrow. I did this with them last week, and I already profited, and I still have a put I'm sitting with, so I'm waiting for them to go down to try to sell my put and get something back. But I made profit anyway, just selling the call option last week. And that's because they're a great company to do this with. They're very volatile. So there you go. I mean, amazing that it's going this well on such a short time scale, but it is. So I'm going to keep doing the analysis and keep grabbing the bid ask prices and keep talking about this every day. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to keep playing the volatility, and good luck. I hope your stocks are volatile and your trades will be winning, because that's what we're doing here.